Hello and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to my panel, Dr. SAIFUDIN, Dr. RADIN and Dr. ZULKEFLEE. My name NADZRIN ZAMLI and my matric number is B05171080. I'm from Faculty of Engineering Manufacturing. In this video, I would like to present about my project, which is motion analysis on fabrication prototype of portable counter arm sling. Thank you to my supervisor, Dr. KHAIRUL bin SAMAT, that had been conduct me during my PSN. On the first slide, I will explain about my introduction. First of all, what is exoskeleton? Exoskeleton is an internal frame that can be worn to support the body, either to help a person overcome an injury or to exchange their biological capacity. This is meant by the exoskeleton is used to support body when people get an injury. Rehabilitation is described as a series of a treatment intended to optimize the functional of people with health problems in contact with their community and to minimize their impairment. What I'm focusing on right now is about arm rehabilitation. The arm rehabilitation device is one of the rotatable wrist support, include a slide bar adjustably mount to forearm support. It's adapt for lengthwise adjustment relative into forearm support to comfort the length of the forearm patient. On the next slide is a problem statement. Problems for the existing product is machine for rehabilitation will cost a lot of expense and sometimes will get low in precision. Most post-stroke patients will use the assistive device. The assistive device is lack of detailed data to perform an effective rehabilitation by using the assistive device. This portable counterbalance arm sling is made up to be simple, less maintenance, and friendly user to the patient. Objective for this product is to analyze current mechanism regards to arm rehabilitation product. Second is to analyze the requirement of the spring constant that represent the sling on counterbalance arm sling. And last one is to provide a detailed data that aided patient to experience an effective rehabilitation activity on the fabricated counterbalance arm sling. There are many journals that I had read for literature review. It can conclude that a lot of journal is related to my study. As a state from the P. Leung in 2005, from the title Advance in the Rancho Jaco Multilink Mobile Arm Support and its application to the spinal injury population, say that the Rancho Jaco Multilink Arm Support offer a more aesthetic alternative to the balance forearm orthosis. It has modular component and can easily be set up and interchanged between the two arms. For the second journal, an overview and categorization of dynamic arm support for people with the disease arm function by Van der Heet in year 2013 say that exoskeleton offer the ability to actively control multiple joints and more precise movement control. For the next slide, the author is Jacob Moore in the year 2019 from title Newton's second law of rigid body, say that relative motion analysis does not require calculation, but require the use of multiple coordination system and is generally easier to use when analyzing speed and acceleration for more complex problems and issues. The second one is the from J. L. Heder in year 2006, as the title is a principle and design of a mobile arm support for people with muscular weakness. Say that passive arm support design that reduce the operating effort associated with no power orthosis by striving for low friction and zero balancing error, while at the same time aiming at high functionality and aesthetic. So in methodology, I will explain about relative motion analysis. One of the methods that have been used to analyze body undergoing general prana movement is a relative motion analysis. General prana acceleration is a motion where at the same time body will translate and rotate. There is some of example that shown in the figure of slide. It has movement from some point of A to B and B to C. It can calculate the velocity and acceleration from the figure above. Next slide is the flowchart of the process. From the figure, it can show that the flow process for me while doing the PSM. It starts with the review the existing product. The dimension of the existing product, which is 0.7 meter long, separate by two parts, 0.1 meter wide and 0.04 meter thick. I also learned how products operate. I also get the data from the previous product about this rehabilitation assistive device as a state in objective 1 to analyze the current mechanism regard to arm rehabilitation product. After done some process, I analyze the data that can be generated and elaborate data from the product that have in internet and previous product. The material for this previous product is by using polylactic acid, which is PLA. As a conclusion for the methodology, after done some analysis, I will use SolidWorks to perform motion simulation and also use motion study in SolidWorks to generate kinematic analysis. This is the sample figure similar with my project that I had been designed using SolidWorks. In a SolidWorks, it can show the data such as linear velocity, linear path, displacement, and degree of freedom. This data can be used to provide detailed data for rehabilitation patients as a state in the objective study. That's all for my slide. I am looking forward for Q&A session. Thank you so much for your time.